I say, what's going on here? Hello. No, I can't keep that up all video. Hi, Tony here, welcome to the cave, and as you can tell from the title, this week I'm going to be installing a radiator guard from Motone Customs. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I've been doing a lot of bolt-on modifications to the Street Twin, and I generally do that if A, it looks better, B, it performs better, C, it saves some weight, or D, it sounds better. Generally, I'm not into what they would describe as farkling up a bike, and that's by putting accessories on it that are not really necessary. I'm also not a huge fan of using Union Jack logoed items on the bike. When I put the Motone knee pads on it initially, I had the plain ones or the Union Jack ones to choose from, and I chose the plain ones, and I've been really happy with them. And incidentally, they've worked flawlessly and they've stayed stuck on and do the business. So I surprised myself when I was flicking through the Motone website that my eye was drawn to this, their new Union Jack rad cover. Now, to be honest, it's a really unnecessary part. The one that comes stock on the bike is fine, it does what it needs to do, but if you do want to add that little bit of personalisation, this could be a good option. And I actually think the Union Jack logo on here is subtle enough that when it's installed it will have a nice look, but it's not going to be too in your face. When the package arrived and I opened it up, I wasn't surprised. I've come to expect exceptional quality from Motone, and this part is no different. The main frame of the guard is milled in billet aluminium and is then anodised in satin black, and then the mesh that sits inside that is steel, again powder coated in black to match. The small arms that mount the rad guard at the top and the bottom are also milled out of aluminium and anodised, and one of those has got a laser etched Motone logo on as well. So time to fit it, and it is an easy job. Thankfully it stopped raining. I'm going to wheel the bike outside so I can film it in daylight for you for a change. Obviously the first job you have is to undo the two bolts holding the original radiator cover on. This is done with a 5mm Allen key, and then it's probably a good opportunity to give your radiator a clean if it's filthy like mine. Next job then is to screw this mount onto the frame, and it's really nicely done. You've got a nice recessed area that sits back, and the screw holes on the back are countersunk so that when you screw them from behind they're not seen. I will put a little bit of thread lock on these just because I wouldn't really want those to come loose and fall out, so I'll just use a little bit of Loctite on those, and then I can get these bits mounted on. Now I need to flip it over, do the same on the bottom, and now this is ready to put back on using the original bolts that you took out to hold it on, and that's pretty much it. I've used a dab of copper slip as this appears to be a steel bolt going into an aluminium thread, and then it's just a case of fitting the two bolts back in. There you go, easy peasy. And despite what I said at the beginning about Union Jack branded stuff, I'm actually pleased I put this on the bike. I think it looks really nice. It's quite subtle, it's not in your face, but it just sits there and shows that there's something a little bit different to normal. Whether this actually really makes a difference or not, but it's also much sturdier in construction than the stock one. And only time will tell to see how that anodised finish stands up to the wear and tear of stone chips from the road, but again that's probably my fault because I've put the shorty mudguard on. As ever with Motone, can't complain about the quality, really high quality, everything fits really nicely as it should do, and it's beautifully finished. If you're interested in one of these, they'll fit on all the new liquid cool modern classics, so whether that's the T100, T120, Bobber, Thruxton, Street Twin, Street Scrambler, Street Cup, it will go on all of those, and it retails at $129.99.
It's a deal. It's a steal. It's sale of the...
All right, keep your Allens on.
It was a simple job, but I still hope you found the video useful. As ever, if you've got any comments and questions, you know where to put them down below. And all that leaves me to say is until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye. As you were.
Yeah.
It's also... Oh. Shut the fuck up. Can you hear that dog?